and Jones AT&T Stadium, home to the Texas Tech Red Raiders. And this crowd, as always, will be rowdy because they've been gearing up since early this morning. What a showdown we have in store. A couple of Big 12 teams squaring off in what could prove to be a huge game. As we'll see, the BYU Cougars taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. BYU about to kick it off as we get this game started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Texas Tech Red Raiders offense will have the football first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line gets set, first down. Running back searching for a hole. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. Looking for a man. It's Morton. Throws to the tight end. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. Well, the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and where it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
Gets the back moving. On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Red Raiders line up to punt it away. They'll have to put it away for the first time tonight. First one of the day is on its way. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on once. So BYU's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And they are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback and this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful, they wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jason. They're
physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your quarterback. Tremendous challenge for this offensive line to try and match that physicality. We'll see if they can get it done.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Hand off from the shotgun. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Fires left. Got his man downfield. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. And the Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. Gives it on the option. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football, right? And that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Hillstead. Fires to the middle. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Long incompletions are okay. We got to take shots. You got to make big plays in college football. I love that you're taking shots. Keep taking them. Some of those are going to come home. Some of them aren't. But when they come home, they equal big-time points.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Here comes the heat. Fires to the big fella. Breaks into the open. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
He'll get down to the 22 before going out of bounds. The Cougars have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Looking to fire. Caught near the sticks. It's Ryan. Guided out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 14.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Now the play fake. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. They're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is...
And that ball is intercepted at the goal line.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on 3rd down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready. Had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
I tell you, this defense and their front 7, they're going to have to play with great eye discipline because they know they are going to see this type of misdirection in their run game, and they got gashed there.
Caught in the backfield, it's Carter. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Caught in the backfield, it's Carter. Oh, he's got some space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
Here's a heat. Finds the tight end. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
I like the adjustments from this offense from first possession to second. Like first possession, you could tell maybe a little bit nervous. Maybe just not starting the way they wanted to. Didn't script the plays, but now putting a good drive together. A good response from punting last drive.
Makes the catch. It's Eakin. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Red Raiders can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They're going back to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert third and short from the 30? Finds his man, it's Williams. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To throw, it's Morton. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the second quarter as we get ready to get things started. And the offense about to dial up its 10th play of this drive. They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
Can't start a game any better than that. Defense gets the stop, gives it back to the offense. You march down the field, you score. They are in a great rhythm now on both sides of the ball.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it has gone final in the ACC, a matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Syracuse is going to enjoy the trip back to Central New York after a rock-solid performance. And you take care of business on the road, and you stack wins there inside the Dome, and suddenly, it's quite the resume. One thing we can always count on in the ACC is a spirited battle and a game that will make waves all along the Eastern Seaboard.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. It's a draw. Ran through the contact. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. Kalani Sitake got this Cougar program back in the national spotlight last season. 11 wins, and boy, did they do a great job in finishing off close games.
And boy, are they fun to watch. You talk about close games. Yes, they won those, but fake punts, fake field goals, going for it on fourth down, like BYU's brand of football, Palmer, is always entertaining.
It's always entertaining. I remember a little while ago, people were wondering how they were going to fare in the Big 12, but they've proven that they can compete for a conference championship, and who knows this year, maybe take the next step to the CFP.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Just feeds the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, And that linebacker timed that play so well. I'm surprised the running back even held on to the football. They're lucky that was only a tackle for loss.
Looking downfield, it's Hillstead. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
This BYU offense set up with another first down. Wants to throw on first down. Plenty of time in the pocket, and he'll sling it out to the left. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Cougar! How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide-open receiver?
I love this quarterback, Reese, because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 51 yards out. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. The give to the tailback. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
To the ground. He's got it again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. It's Morton. Using his legs to buy some time. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is.
Intentional grounding.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Pocket breaking down. They get to him as he throws.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Turning it on. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. He unleashed that one. Some serious spin rates, some revolutions on that one.
You want to talk about velocity? How about the arm talent this kid has? I love watching him throw these curl routes. He's in rhythm. He takes his steps, and, man, when he decides to pull the trigger, watch out.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Cougars. They'll try to tack one more on their score.
defense has to be better on the back end. They knew this offense was going to come out, and they were going to challenge them. They were going to try to push the ball vertically down the field. They've now given up 2 touchdown passes in this game. They've got to shore up their play in the back half.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. To the air, it's Morton. Going for the big play. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. With the catch, it's Douglas. He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
To the ground to try to move the chains. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Hines is tight end. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. The Red Raiders are rolling down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Douglas. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. It's Virgil. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
You know, you got to be careful when you're running the draw play because you're hoping those defensive ends get way up the field, thinking it's pass. Didn't happen that time, and the defense was able to get a negative play.
And the Red Raiders trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Off play action. That's caught. It's Joyner. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Red Raiders getting set on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Morton. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Man, tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not. And if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him, or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Gonna look downfield again. And they can't complete the bullet pass on third down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And the holder will place it down on the left hash. A 47-yard try coming. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, rivalry game in the SEC. Of course, that's almost redundant in that league. But check this out. Georgia looked less like a pack of dogs and more like a group of road warriors in a solid victory. This team almost always plays tough between the hedges, and today they found a way outside of Sanford Stadium. An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Everybody talks about getting off to a great start, but if you start building steam, David, that can work too.
No doubt, man, and sometimes it snowballs. But what do great teams do? Great teams respond. Struggled the first quarter, Palmer. They've done a great job rebounding and putting some points on the board.
You're right. I think they've started to identify the matchups that are in their favor. On this drive, they need to keep attacking, taking advantage of those matchups.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on third down. Scanning the field, it's Hillstead. Here's the pressure. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Snagged in the middle. It's Eakin. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they have to show some urgency here. To the air on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. He gets just inside the red zone and goes out of bounds at the 19. And the Red Raiders with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Quick strike complete. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. The snap sets up to throw. Buys a little time. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away. And that's one he'd like to have back.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Now third and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3 spot before the break. right down the boulevard. It's good. It's now a one-point game, 14-13.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there today in Lubbock. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're gonna see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Jones AT&T Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Red Raiders will kick it away to start the second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. He's able to work his way on the return up to the 23 before he steps out of bounds. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then.
He's loose on the right. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, BYU! There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Looking downfield, it's Morton. Just a short pass to the tight end. He works his way up to the 20-yard line and goes out of bounds there. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Williams. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out at the 26 as this offense tries to grind out some yardage. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Williams. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
From the gun, the running back has it. Couldn't find a lane, a pickup of 1 to the 31. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Red Raiders are on the move.
42, Spider. Forward, ready.
Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Virgil. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Morton. Using the quick game. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. No good. That one could have helped out a bit there, guys, but still an 8-point game.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Hillstead. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Touch pass on the jet sweep. There's a live football. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one. That touch pass went nowhere. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage. The Cougars in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Lost to throw again. Fires to the wideout. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. BYU lines up with a 1st and goal. Barges ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, BYU! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the Mountain West, which is why this one is notable. San Jose State is putting on an offensive clinic. They built a big lead, and this one is approaching blowout territory. They're up 14 over Air Force. Just another week in the Mountain West where the only constant is chaos. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Back to pass, it's Morton. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
We've seen this defensive end make a lot of plays. In the run game, he's setting the edge. He's forcing the football to go back inside, but he's not a one-trick pony. He can also get out of his stance, use his hands, and use his speed to beat offensive tackles and get to the QB.
Second down, he'll throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Virgil. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive game right away.
Quick completion on the out. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line. And the Red Raiders will have it first and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Got it set up on the outside. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch. Make the run. Get the first down.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Second down, they'll go to the air. The short hands, it's Douglas. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Off play action on first down. That's reeled in, it's Carter. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. That's the end of the quarter, and BYU is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Carter. He goes out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass, it's Morton. He's got it on the run. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. The Red Raiders will try to put one on the board on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return. barn man. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Yeah, and how about the QB calls his own number and all these options, obviously multiple plays. He decides to stick with it, get some positive yards, and now what's next off of that? What's my next read off of that? How am I going to mix things up and keep this defense off balance?
And he's wrestled to the ground. The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on third down. Wants to throw. It's Hillstead. He's got it. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Back to pass. And the misconnection on the first attempt. See if he gets a little looser. Let's see what call they have on third and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time. They had a much better field position this time around. Looking to throw on first down. Skips away from pressure. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. High the chains now on second and long. Dropping back, it's Morton. Oh, they're after him. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No.
There he goes. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy in front.
And the Red Raiders look to keep this drive humming. From the red zone, looking for a space. He's moving out of the pocket. Slings it downfield. He's got it. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up in a great position here.
Here we go.
Pushes ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raider.
this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Here comes the 2-point try. Dropping back, it's Morton. He's got the tight end. He's in the end zone. The 2-point conversion is good, and we're tied here in the final period. Coming down the stretch in the 4th, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tied game, hoping to get something on the board. Got it behind the line. It's Ryan. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And the Cougars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Caught behind the line. It's Martin. And the defense drags him down.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this 3rd down. They'll run the sneak for it.
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go to the fullback. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and 1, and now you're set up to fail.
Missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
He steps out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Time for the offense to try to put together a 4th quarter drive to break a tie. Looking to throw, it's Morton. Pressure coming. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play.
And that's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
Whistle blows, clock stops, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one. Big 1st down sack for the defense, brings up 2nd down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Virgil. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, and in this situation, trailing late, you know this is going to be the guy they throw the football to. He is one of the best receivers in all of college football. The defense needs to be anticipating the quarterback looking his way.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. The Red Raiders will punt this one away.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time to work with.
They do. So tempo is going to be important. You got to go fast. Just got to make good decisions at the quarterback position.
And those good decisions are throwing the ball beyond the sticks, using the sidelines to get out of bounds, trying to maximize this time and get in a position to win.
Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking to throw, it's Hillstead. Grabbed in the middle. It's Martin. We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up for a terrific finish.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Phillips.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script, almost a guarantee.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. This drive will start at the 6-yard line. To the air on first down. Throws for the tight end. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game.
I get it. It's the fourth quarter. It's a tie game. I need to go out and make a play offensively. But I'll tell you what, I'm going to be on the sideline now after that interception. As a quarterback, I'm like, please, defense, please go out there and bail me out. Give me another opportunity to go take the lead and win this ball game.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And you got to think about when you want to use that final timeout, when you're going to clock it. Every single second counts. You need a field goal to win, but you got to manage this clock.
They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. And the field goal unit is on the field. From right in the center of the field, straight on to win the game. Never a doubt. They have grabbed the lead in the waning seconds of the game, and they are so close to victory.
Big-time moment. This place going bananas, cheering for their squad, cheering for this guy to miss the kick so he can't take the lead, but he delivers in the clutch, and this place just got really quiet.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Morton. He wants a big play here late. Played till the final whistle. It falls incomplete, and that's the ball game. Well, after back-to-back losses, this team is really teetering on the edge of disaster.
they got to try to hold on to the positives, as hard as that is to do right now, having lost a couple back-to-back, because this team has good players, and they've got good schemes on both sides of the ball. Just things have not gone their way. They just need to make a few more plays to turn this thing around.
Yeah, and then they can do it, and they will do it. Listen, you got to get the players right. You got to get those guys in there believing. This is part of what happens. You got to take a few lumps sometimes, take those losses. But this team's going to figure it out. You can tell they got the right stuff.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
it.